ear. Being that it's Iowa.
You got hairy ears.
Do I?
You got hairy ears, dude?
I am almost a 44-year-old man. Yes, I have some hairy ears. I have to trim that shit. I don't grow hair over my ears to cover them up. Not that I could. I don't know that I even could at this point.
Shoot. Jake, where the fuck are we, man?
We're right back at it in the Pothead Cafe.
How's it going, y'all? Ooh. We're taking it chill. We're looking back today.
You know, they always say it's not good to look in the rearview mirror, but, you know, it is kind of nice to sit back and reflect on the year that was.
Maybe you have one of those cop rear views that kind of see the entire of your rear. You know, something that'd be helpful.
Something in the rearview mirror that's helpful, especially in a cop car? Ooh, I don't know about that.
You got me there. But shoot, dude, I'm looking at the freaking podcast playlist.
Ooh.
One, I need to reorder this. I didn't know it went that way. And it's because it's
look, no one's learning to count by counting the number of podcast episodes we've done. One, Actually, that's probably a rating, the way our podcast works. One, Two, Then the just fell off and they got better.
Because low key, my quick summation on looking at I need to up my thumbnail game again.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of these that you can kind of tell. It's like, oh yeah, we were doing this.
There's a few in there that are thumbnails of me that I went, God, this did me dirty.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Because I've noticed, even shameless plug here, the Fourth and Funny podcast that drops on Sundays, all NFL season long. I noticed that if I forget to edit the thumbnail clip, it'll do me dirty and put some weird looking clip from the episode in there, and I'm like, I did learn you can go back and edit those.
Yeah, the thumbnails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got to be more vigilant when I edit and upload. That's always like the one thing that I notice once it's uploading. I go, damn it, I always forget that.
I can't tell in the official channel, because the official channel I've uploaded all of them without customizing the thumbnails. Because you know what? I don't need a baby screaming at me. I'm sorry, break the fourth wall, but I just need these fucking uploaded. I need them encoded, and I need them done. I need them out. I need them up. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all about efficiency. I get it.
And honestly,
we're pumping out a ton of these episodes. 2 a week for most weeks of the year since when did we start? Late February, early March?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think the first episode dropped like February 15th, maybe. Jamie, pull that up. You got the playlist. Oh, don't have the original. Some data research over here. But man, looking back, man, it has been a wild year. 2025. Going back to just the start of comedy in general this year. Kicked off with, I had a Super Bowl commercial,
dude, that was
come out in February. I did my first 15-minute set in February. So there was a lot of momentum there, and then just starting the pod was almost like the icing on the cake as far as the momentum and the direction for the year. Mm-hmm. Was able to grow and do a full 20-minute set. Feel confident doing that, and just we've gotten to what, 69 episodes of the podcast, 68 episodes of the podcast have dropped. You know, we've got quite a few episodes already in the bank on top of, you know, learning how much I love this and starting a football podcast on another, you know, love that it consumes a large portion of my life. So I figured I might as well combine the two loves. But looking back on podcasting, what was the date on that, Jamie?
The 17th, actually.
February 17th.
2 days off.
Oh.
This guy's fucking close, man.
Look, I may not hit the bullseye, but I'm going to be in the ballpark.
Yeah, dude.
I was better at what is that, horseshoes? Close instead of darts.
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks before we hit our year mark, dude.
Wow.
Ooh, whoa. Why am I looking forward? Hold on. Cut that shit. We started the 17th. Fuck, what was I doing? Dude.
Back in February said that was my son's birthday. Our podcast shares, I will never
On
forget.
the 17th?
Yeah. Not to dox my son on our podcast, but yeah, his birthday is the 17th.
We did start it out. I was like, let's wake and bake, bro.
Of course.
And so we fucking waked and baked.
It was
first thing in the day.
It was crazy, just the evolution of from when we started. The concept was coffee, cannabis, and comedians. The 3 C's, and now we've turned into Couch Potato Productions.
Oh yeah.
We still kept the 1 C.
It became a division problem. And 2 of the C's cancel each other out.
Right.
That's as much algebra as we will have this episode.
Look, I don't know how many times I have to declare I failed math, dude. Let's not do that.
All right. What's the square root of 4? But shoot, that winter 2025 was a fucking jet engine. Cause fuck, dude, so many crumbly shows.
Oh, I know. We did a ton.
December through February were so many crumbly shows. And then even after that, you were getting more crumbly shows, so we were hitting up crumbly down there.
I have the stats as far as a couple weeks ago, looking back at episodes that we've done.
How do our Toledo episodes do?
I didn't necessarily break it down into where is it? There we go. I broke it down into locations, actually.
Yeah.
Just locations. So it wasn't necessarily Toledo, but we did 12 in the wild episodes this past year. And then
Not bad.
obviously our most popular spot, because we did keep one of the C's, we just hid the other ones, was the cafe. We've done so actually with this count was done 3 weeks ago, 10 episodes ago. So yeah, about 10 episodes ago. So add what, 4 or 5, because we did 2, so yeah, add 6 more to that ish or so. But we've gotten around. We did a pot festival.
The fucking Potopia, dude.
Potopia, man.
Holy shit, Potopia.
Talk about stories and look back over the year, man. That was a wild experience.
No, because that's what I was thinking about earlier too. I'm like, oh shit, the podcast. We've been doing some shit with the podcast. Like, it's the winter freeze, man. I've been feeling it. It's like no. It's just how the game works sometimes. But because we've been around, man. Did like I said, a lot of Toledo. Did a lot of the local spots. And fucking got ourselves in the fucking festival, dude. Live from south of Grand Rapids.
South of Kalamazoo. What? Mauricia, maybe?
I'm not from here, guys.
No, yeah, I don't even remember the name of the town.
Guys,
we'll have to
if
check.
you can't tell, I am not from Michigan.
No?
I'm not from Michigan, dude. I've been a little, cause that's been my bum out. My con out of the pod is that I've been kind of flaky. Wow, it's not good to be envious. Like when you look back, it's like, God damn it, Jake. We've done a lot of good, and dude, you got on some fucking radio shows thanks to the pod, dude.
Yeah, got to sit down with Mark Bonto not once but twice this year.
Dude, fucking shouts out.
Yeah, Mark Bonto, Comedy on Tap on Sundays. Not sure of the call letters at the moment. The weed be wheedling guys already. But yeah, I got to sit down with Mark. It was great. Picked up a show while I was live on the air.
Yeah.
Day with him. We went out there and I don't think we recorded an episode there, did we?
No.
No, yeah. We did take some photos and attempted a we've moved video that did not go well.
Yeah, guys, we've been trying. We know we fucked up. Looking back, we fucked up hard.
That's part of looking back is seeing what we did wrong, and we can fix it.
Okay, because no, looking back. No. The best part, looking back.
That place was beautiful, though. Tenacity Brewery.
Shouts out to Tenacity Brewery, dude.
Tenacity Brewing. That's a beautiful
Pontiac?
place out there.
Flint.
Yeah.
Picked up a show. Fucking going to Bondo's.
We're moving.
Oh no! the we're moving. No, because we fucked up on the podcast, guys. Because look, thankfully, Jake was willing to work with me on it, but this isn't my first rodeo, guys. And so this was like this is officially like the third or fourth podcast I've tried to start. And the one right before kind of ghosted me. And so I was like, what do I do, man, with my fucking Gucci Prada, dude? What do I do? So it was, Jake was like fucking, was like Smart Hulk showing up with the 2 tacos, man.
And not to name drop famous people, but it was Mason Bird's going away party where we really talked about it.
It was, dude. Dude, Mason, I was there. But yeah, dude, because I had told you not that night, but like a week or so before we go around Michigan. And so we were talking about like, my homeboy dropped me, man. He ghosted me, dude. What do I do? I want to show you guys how to podcast. I want to do a podcast. Let's do a podcast.
I know, and I was all about, tell me what I need. I was just telling me what I need to do, and then I'm like, why am I just telling me what to do? It's like, why don't, with our powers combined, we are Captain Potato.
Yes, because no, dude. Like, I'll gladly teach you how to do it. But I'm also telling you, it's like, cause I can do it, man. I got it. But you don't have to come to my party bash. I party too.
I've learned a lot from you, and I've carried that over into how we do this podcast, over into how I've worked with the football podcast as well. So. But man,
I'm gonna start sobbing.
What was your favorite moment from comedy? This
comedy wise,
a lot of great moments to choose from. I mean, I wasn't there for all of them.
Yeah. Oh, am I gonna be lame, gushy about this? I just
I could
love
think of
being out there, man.
Oh, dude, you weren't gonna say hosting House of Comedy? That's the one I thought you would go with. Hosting the House of Comedy for the first time.
See, I don't let it get to me, man. I don't let it get to me, bro. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
And that's one I wasn't at.
Yeah. How could I forget that?
Don't worry, I'm here for you, buddy.
It's cause like a third of the list had dropped. So it was a fast show, and it was with not a lot of people I knew. So it was like, I'm here.
Yeah, but you still did the
Yeah. But it's more of like, it didn't connect me enough because it wasn't enough people that I remember.
Gotcha. Wasn't a shared enough experience.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because then it's like, I hosted. Because that was like,
Friend of the pod, Rachel Willis was there.
yeah. Rachel was there. She honestly, it's been finding Rachel. Finding another colloquial crackhead in the fucking scene. Because we've hosting House of Comedy was cool, but it was painful in the I need to work out. I haven't been running.
That was a shared experience we had this year. I wouldn't say it was my favorite moment. It was probably one of my more nerve-wracking moments of the year for me. Just because, again, didn't know I was going to be hosting until day of.
Yeah.
Like, we were there potting that day as
Yeah.
so that was a bit of a kind of threw me off my game. I had to like try to adjust on the fly, and that was like nerve-wracking because of like where I was.
See, man, and I think I know exactly why.
In scale, I guess, because that I'm not gonna lie,
was a
the
little
size of that room, it can be intimidating. Typically, I don't have a problem with it anymore, but hosting, it started to creep in a little bit.
Yeah, it's because you're there for the 2 hours, man.
I mean, when you're performing on that show, you got time. You can step out, collect yourself, have a cigarette, take a rip of the pen, or spark that joint for a second.
It's a different work.
Right. When you're hosting, it is a completely different job than just being funny.
Dude. And that's what I was about to say, because I totally forgot you hosted on the fucking pod that I was just scrolling past. I was like, oh, look at the one where we were at House of Comedy. It's all dark. Totally forgot that you hosted, because that's what I was kind of telling you guys. That's why we've only had 12 in the wilds, because then it becomes split brain. I gotta wear 2 hats, and I gotta take them off. Take them on and off every so often.
That became a bit of an issue for me as well. Most adamantly, or most apparently. So when we did episode 2 of the Roundtable Review, we did a in the wild style at 734, and that episode I had time to go up. I could have went up and said some sillies, but I was trying to be too concentrating on the pod and the talk afterwards, because there was a lot to unpack with that show, and glad Lisa Green helped us out, and
Lisa kept it.
Had notes galore, man.
Yes,
and that really helped, because with that show being all over the place.
Yes, and that's
wearing multiple hats is a difficult job.
Which, look, if I'm there to be in comedy and I happen to host, that's part of the comedy shindig. But the same thing with hosting that same night with Rachel. We were also trying to pod because we were trying to get you there too.
Right.
So
I was on the pickup list, but that would have been cutting Rachel way too close to make the sign up. So I made the sacrificial call to leave this soldier behind.
Yeah, which is fine.
Support in spirit.
But I mean, could have used you, man. Could have used you out in those trenches, bro. Cause nah, dude, that's what I was ultimately also saying. Because of the pod, we've actually co-hosted a couple spots.
We have,
and honestly, those were highlights, but they were, to be honest, kind of disasters. Which, look, for an open mic, that's what I kind of push for. Let the brokenness fix itself somehow. One of my okay, let me remember back in college. One of my favorite professors, motherfucker, was in his 50s, single all his life. Back when I was in school, in university, I had this teacher, an older chap. He was in his 50s, midlife. Very dapper man. Never.
I like how you say 50s, midlife.
Look, dude.
Plans on living to 100?
Gordon, dude.
God, I hope not.
The way this man lived, he would live 100.
I hope not.
You know what? Fucker, shouts out Dutch. I just remembered his name. I don't think that was his name, but he's like,
it's a badass nickname, though. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger's name in the first Predator movie, Dutch. Yeah. Anyways,
look, well, it was a Trump school. He somehow did get all the badasses. I want to say this, which now looking back, maybe he was just saying that, but he did work on some high-profile shows.
Oh, nice.
So, like one of them, not to say too much, we got to see some redacted character models. Telling you off mic.
Oh,
but that was pretty cool. Thank you, Dutch. That's who did it. No one else. Saying the masonry teacher taught me how to turn gold. Not the alchemy teacher.
True Rumpelstiltskin, huh?
But what was I talking about, Dutch?
I don't know.
Talking about getting the pod set up fucking reminds me of this homeboy. I don't know.
Gotcha. So let's see. Some of my favorite moments in comedy obviously has to be.
I remember one, but whatever.
Obviously has to be just the connections I've made this year.
Yeah, dude.
Made a lot of really good connections. Had some really awesome people on the podcast. Producing shows is right up there with that kind of like 1 and 1A as far as comedy. You know, thankful for the Moose for allowing me to put shows on out there. Shouts out to the Moose, South Lion. You know, that's been fun. Real appreciative of all the talent that's come out there and showed up for those shows. That's been a really, really big highlight for me. Aside from that, acting's been a big thing for me this year.
Dude, yeah.
Talked up at the top about having that Super Bowl commercial come out.
Yeah.
The last year. Spoilers, there may be a part 2 this February. Say more when I can say more. But other than that, man, I've been getting a lot of calls, not getting a lot of roles, but getting a lot of calls. But it's nice to be asked.
The road is open,
right? And that's what I appreciate the
most.
Is like at least they're still calling. The fact that the offers are still there. I get that maybe I fit into just a general body type. I get that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, coffee, or whatever. I'm whiskey. Maybe a little shot of Jake Daniels.
Jake Daniels, this motherfucker over here.
Dude, maybe that's what I changed my stage name to.
To Jake Daniels.
Jake Daniels, and I created a Jake Daniels label.
Looking back on comedy, bro. Not to drop too many names, but Saint Rogies hasn't been in the rotation as much, because not as many as the comedians as I'd like are coming on this past year. So I've been listening to other comics.
It's been a quite a mixture coming down the home stretch of this year on Rogan. On the Rogies.
The Rogiano. Because I don't know if you listen to Sickle Cell.
No.
The Honeydew. I believe
weird. Probably you'd go, yeah, that tracks.
I think sometime this year. I'm pretty sure I was getting on your ass about it because he had Carrot Pop on him on his show.
Carrot Top?
Yeah.
Oh, you said Carrot Pop.
I was trying to keep it in not the right names.
Oh, I see.
How we have Jersey Johns.
Oh, well, these are well-known, established people. We're not trying to dox ourselves at where we used to work. I said play.
I mean, technically.
like we're some sort of athletes.
It's Tim. So yeah, now fucking Carrot Top was on
I saw him in Vegas.
Ryan Sickler's show, and he was talking about how he came up with Carrot Top. And basically he came up like some professor ass motherfucker came up. It's like you gotta have something that catches their eye, and it's gotta be simple. And so I'm pretty sure he was always called something orange. And so like, Carrot Top, my hair's orange. So that was his fucking his catchphrase name, and then he just had a giant ass carrot for his logo. I was like,
well, yeah, because he had that wild hair. Did you ever watch any of the movies he did?
no.
He did some early 90s movies that were pretty... I don't think I've ever watched them either.
No.
I did see Carrot Top in Vegas. Interesting fact, he has... at the time when I went, I think it was 2010, he's got a residency at the Luxor. And at the time when my ex-wife and I, we go in, we got our drinks, we sit down... And you know how like the House of Comedy, they play the montage of different Detroit scenes and stuff. Well, while the music's playing in the theater, there's just this continuous montage of animals having sex.
Interesting. It is Vegas.
It is Carrot Top.
It is Carrot Top. To take it away from Vegas.
Look, dude, I sat through a timeshare meeting and bought one for these tickets. This better be good. It was funny. I enjoyed it.
Fucking nuts. That motherfucker has a theater in Vegas.
He does share it. It's not his. He does share it.
Assaulting you with a bunch of animal smut. All started back because his fucking professor told him to make a logo that was catchy. And so, dude, I was like, how do I make a catchy logo? And that's when that one logo that I still haven't fucking dropped because I'm a poor bitch. That's the inception of that. That's why I keep telling you, man, like something simple but catchy, like Carrot Top but not Carrot Top. How?
Like potatoes but not potatoes.
Tater tots.
Dude, let's be honest. I'd be more like a hash brown.
I don't know if you're brown enough.
Oh, I'm a peeled tater then, dude. Or what? I'm a Yukon Gold.
I was about to say. Peeled Yukon Gold. Russet potato over here. Brown on the outside, but white on the inside.
Oh, man.
Looking back on comedy, I have a few regrets that keep trumping all the fucking highlights, dude.
Oh, those always do. I guess.
See, and it's not so much bombs, man. Like fucking bombs.
FOMOs?
It's FOMO,
It's
dude.
FOMOs, yeah.
I've been out.
I have those so much, too.
I've been out to Cali 2-3 times in the past 13, 14 months. Haven't been able to go up at all.
Oh. Are you going to make that a priority coming up soon?
I'm really pushing for it. Because we're going to be in SoCal, dude. Guys, I know you're listening in SoCal, dude. I know our numbers are in SoCal.
Our numbers are in SoCal and 2 in Detroit.
Yeah. Because there's been a lot of pros, just as many cons, and it's just like, that's just the game, dude. It's just the game.
Yeah, you learn to take those sets, and I know comedians out there. They count their sets, especially newer comedians. I've never been one to count my sets, honestly. Someone once told me if you start counting, that's when you know you have a problem, and.
Oops.
So, but I think they were referring to drinks, not comedy shows.
That does give me some relief, because, dude, throwback. Remember when I was back in Seattle, and
Remember when? We're doing a look back episode, and remember when is the lowest point of conversation. Here we go. But it's some of the best.
because you're kind of reminding me of, oh fuck, yeah, I haven't really been counting. Like, the most you should be counting is, are you hitting minimum? Which, like, bro, back in Seattle, there was this one dude. It's like, minimum you should be doing 5. You should go up 5 times a week. It's like,
That's a lot.
you're not wrong. That's crazy. So how about I do 5 spots? Because in Seattle, it's like Michigan. Like,
Right.
it's like 30 minutes to get another spot. Which is, you went to another spot in the week.
Right.
And then I was also doing the Rogan approach, that if you listen to it, you kind of, it's like a 30-40% set. I'm like, okay, well, if I do 4 or 5 sets, I could do, that's technically 5-6 sets. And so then it was like, all that math, I was like, maybe I just stop. Maybe I just go out.
It's more work keeping track of the sets than it is, getting your sets ready and stuff.
And I mean, it's to feed into the you might have a problem. There was this one spot, I think it was called Joe's Burger. It was in front of the train station. So the train station in Chinatown in Seattle, dude. That's
Jeez.
and look, dude, I'm from Sacramento. I'm from LA, bro. I don't go fuck. Locked 5 times. Go in, and it was a fucking dive bar in front of the bus station. So I mean, like, the coolest part is that there was always people,
Right.
but that was, you were fighting for attention. Which, look, dude, that's honestly running with weights and a parachute, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Because, dude, for real, dude, out of like the 6 times, here I go counting, that I was there, like two or three times that I was there, I got their attention like so much. I was like, I don't give a fuck that I'm going to Laugh Factory in Tacoma next week. The fucking rush that I got from 6 people at this dive bar at midnight, dude. But then, like, a week later, we were all in a fucking in the hangout, like the spot. The shows ended and we're all smoking, and this one dude's like, "Oh, you want to go to Joe's? Fucking only the junkies go to Joe's." I was like, Okay, well, I'm gonna be at Joe's, guys. I was like, fuck, do I have a problem? But then, yeah, dude, coming out here, being a little family boy, I'm like, maybe it can be more realistic. And then shouts out Andy McFarlane dropped one of my kind of, like, not spoken, but kind of rules, like, philosophies to it. I don't know, approaches to it. Like, you don't have to do 5, do 3. You can do 3, maybe 2, but shoot for 3, and you're doing well. Like you're a little warm.
Being the holiday season and we're getting out of shape. How out of shape are you? Very.
I'm very cold, dude.
Yeah, me too. I did the Moose Show back a minute, and I had Supernatural Brewery with Dan Turco. But that's about it for comedy. So 2026 is going to be a slow roll. I'm just working on writing. So, but comedy wise, it was a good year in 2025. I wouldn't say I made money, but I made some money. I had more paying gigs than I expected to have. I'll say that.
For me, comedy, while it was slower this year for X, Y, and Z,
right.
It's felt like, and I sort of felt this in Seattle. Remember when? Like, you do comedy for a year, you get a little network, and so like moving Seattle, I was like, oh fuck, I'm losing my network. But I was like, I'll make another one. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be a little hard. And in both Seattle and Detroit, it does feel like, oh shit, dude. Fucking, hey man, what's up? Let's go fucking do some big shit. It's like, awesome. Crickets. But then with podcasting, it's more of like, they come up to you now. People are coming to offer you shit now, and you can start saying yes or no instead of be like, guys please.
Yeah. And I had something I was gonna say, and I totally pulled a you and spaced on it,
bro.
It's like I was coming up to bat, and then I like stopped. I was like, wait, what? Brain glitch.
Windows XP failure sound.
Yes. Don't. Man. 2025. What a year.
Dude, that fucking Potopia. honestly, getting invited to a festival because of the podcast was pretty hype. I think that's gonna be the highlight.
Yeah. One thing that I've found is with doing 2 podcasts and trying to do comedy as much as I can, it's a lot. It's a lot. Even doing just a short 20 to 30 minute football podcast on Sundays, I mean, that's a 4-hour chunk of time that has to be allocated to that. Yeah. An hour of filming, even though it may turn out to 20-30 minutes of video time,
chunk her down.
I mean, in between the editing, the filming it, the collecting the content, creating the title cards, all that stuff. I mean, that's takes out of the comedy writing time and stuff like that. So it's fun seeing the scales tipping different. Here I am doing 6-7 again.
Goddamn 6-7 over here.
6-7 of the year. Seeing the scales tip back and forth. It'll be nice to kind of see them gain some level, maybe.
Yeah.
Not to hint at 2026, but hopefully see them level a little bit. where I can spend equal time, because that's probably been my biggest FOMO moment of the year, is the last few months not being like, I haven't done Crumbly shows in a couple of months. I won't be signing up for January, obviously Texas reasons.
Texas.
But yeah, so just feeling, I have felt unplugged from comedy the last few months, just not being out doing it much, weather related as well. The first couple of years I was out there road warrior and driving in crazy snowstorms, hitting almost any mic I could get my hands on.
Dude, yeah.
Now it's like, okay, I know I don't have to like risk it for the biscuit to get out there to, say a few silly things for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. What? Remember when Ari Shaffir said that's really that comedy puppy energy, dude. You start early. You start out and you gotta go out there and fucking do shit.
Hot.
You gotta say your shit now. and then you warm up. You fucking learn a 1-2. You're like, maybe I don't have to sleep deprive myself every day.
Yeah.
Give me a couple days.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because you get excited early. Yeah, you just get super excited. Like, oh, I got this funny thing. I got to go try it out. It's like, sit on it for a minute. Think about it. Okay, that was still funny a couple days later. How can I make it funnier now? Yeah, you get that. That's that young bull, old bull, the story all over again. Young bull wants to run down the mountain. Old bull says, "Whoa, let's walk down there." And don't want to get too graphic for the younger viewers out there, even though this is not made for children.
This is not made for children. It is not restricted from children. Cause fuck, dude. And honestly, I do miss going out. That fucking crazy. Going to shows in Seattle.
I have my moments where it's like, man, you just want to get out there and just be in it for a minute. You just gotta kind of almost not like, it's kind of like the Allspark for Transformers. You got to get out there and get hit by the Allspark. You got to go out there and just, run through the gauntlet just to prove you still can. Just to yourself, maybe sometimes. I get like that sometimes. It's like, I got to go out there and I got to go out there and remind myself who I am. Like, I can still do this. But I think maybe that's more of my mental side where, All
right, let me talk about Dark Souls right now. Because some motherfucker told me comedy is not like Dark Souls. And number one, that's my opinion. Number two, it 100% is. Okay, because look, check it out, man. Check it out. Thematically, Dark Souls, the game mechanics and the whole gameplay is centered around the idea fostered in the manga Berserk, where life is a struggle. You are a struggler. You have to struggle to make shit work. And so that
in general.
And that is what I felt and what I understood after reading Berserk. I'm like, that is what Dark Souls is. It is a struggle in a dying world, and you gotta come in and fucking make something happen. Not fix it, not make it better, not make it worse. You gotta make something happen, bro.
You literally do.
And bro, here's to finish before I forget, because I will lose it like a little bag in the air.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. Okay, look, dude, you start out, you can barely fight a dog. You can barely fight a dog real life. But after fighting the same dog and dying of it over and over, eventually you're able to fight a demon. And eventually, after fighting enough of those demons, you fight a god. Just to fucking summate the game. And like that's the whole thing, man. You start as and with nothing, but that struggle, you get something, and then you come back later. You come back later after fighting a bunch of demons, and you find that same dog. But dude, you got fucking 5 jokes in the pocket that bada bing.
You can take them out.
Easy peasy. You don't think you're fucking shit because you just got your shit rocked in by some bigger demon dogs that are the same dog, but they're black now. They fucked you up. So you're like, I'm not shit. But then you come back to some of these easy mics. You come to some of these fucking places that are trying to laugh, bro. You whip out some of the shit that fucking that one bar at midnight laughed at.
Eruption,
bro.
Or at least that's the hope.
That is the hope. Because no, then there's the.
I mean, literally, as a comedian, is there any lower bar as far as a job? I mean, your job is to get a laugh, right? That's literally like, or I guess maybe not the lowest bar, but like, not to say that getting laughs is easy because we've both been there.
Yeah.
But let me say it this way: the shortest job description.
Yeah.
Make people laugh. That's it. That's all you got to do as a comedian. Make people laugh. No rules. No set of guidelines. I mean, other than whatever the club says.
It's just, yeah. That's the log line. Make them laugh.
That's it.
Is it funny? And bruh. Yes, it's supposed to be funny for the crowd. But I want it to be funny to me first. And it's surprising when you find out, oh shit, some of this stuff is funny off the dome. Like first draft to the crowd. But sometimes dude, tell me, I don't want to flame too much, but I feel like this is a nature of an open mic. You hear somebody say something that is funny to them, and they've tried it multiple times. And it's still funny to them, but it's not funny to anybody else.
The one that always gets me is the part when I'm like on stage and I say some shit and it's just some shit to get me to where I need to go, and it's like they laugh at that, and I'm like, that was supposed to be the funny part, but now I'm gonna keep it because y'all fucking laughed at it. This is like, that's where I find my fillers, like the bullshit in between, and then they still laugh at the funny part. I'm like, but if I like, sometimes I'll get them with the non-funny part. To me, like, oh, you're giving me the filler, but then they don't laugh at the other part, and I'm like, well, fuck. Well, how did we screw that up? We had the momentum. Where did it go? And then it's up to me to figure that out.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. No, for real.
Then it's like you put that filler in your back pocket, and you're like, I'll save that. Let me try one other thing, and then see. Then we'll go back to this.
All right, because talking about puppy dog energy and comedy life. Talking about those early days, young bull, dude, and that's some shit that I still kind of try to do nowadays. Where, yeah, dude, you're let's just say, to keep it simple, you're riffing on stage, and you say something that you thought wasn't gonna hit, and they fucking love it. I'm gonna put that in the pocket. 2 days later, in the same room. Crickets. I'm like, shit. Okay. And look, man, maybe this is my tism, and this is where like some of the fucking parents out here on the scene fucking kind of broke the glass for me. I'm like, God damn, maybe I do. Because no, dude, it's weird when people say they can't remember their set, when it's like, I understand we kind of black out, but like, as soon as I say one joke that I said on stage, like, like a recording.
Several others start coming out.
I can like start to piece it together. I'm like, oh, I said this because I was saying this. And I said that because I said this earlier. So I would say this. And so I kind of just like piece myself back together. I'm like, oh yeah, that was a fucking ass set. But, and so because of that, it does sometimes go to, why did I even say that? Oh, something happened in the room where some lady said this. I'm like, so how the fuck do I make that happen? But in a joke, in a setup punch, fuck. But and so then I'll try to do that. I'm like, okay. I tried it again and it didn't work. Maybe if I kind of set up punch everything that happened in the room, I can then make it work again. Not always.
No.
Not always.
It's essentially, I mean, it's such a word puzzle.
It's a word puzzle, and it's 100% were you there?
And it's not like Wordle.
Yes, it's not.
Scrabble.
It's crazy that. Remember when Rogan says you lose 40% of what a comedy show is when you record it because you had to be in the room. Sometimes you just really do gotta be in the room, dude. Because even with audio recordings, like you'll listen back to it and you're like, oh shit, that was, to me that sounded crazy or better.
You're right, yeah. So I feel like that's a product of how you're recording and what kind of audio you're getting. Are you recording just audio from you up on stage?
Not so much saying.
That's what I'm asking. Do you think it's that? Because, like...
No.
Are you just saying, like, the experience?
I'm saying the experience.
The not being present in the experience, you lose 40%. I see what you're saying.
The entire reason why I don't like listening to live albums. Like, I don't want to listen to somebody else's event. Give me the studio that brought people to the event.
I have a bit of bounce back on that. I do like a little bit. I do like a live album. I don't like the 3.5 minutes of cheering in between songs that I got to listen to in my car. Don't get me wrong about that. But what I do like is I'm a big Dave Matthews fan. I'm not going to run from that. There goes our Chicago viewership.
Shit.
No, that's what caused it. But anyways, their live albums, every song, like there's one song that's 18 minutes long because they go into different long, like instrumental riffs in the middle of the song, which I dig. So it's different versions of the same song on different live albums, which I like how they're a jam band like that. But again, I don't need to hear the 3.5 minutes or the conversations in between. If you're going to put out a live album, just put out the live album. I don't need your 5-minute soliloquy. Words are hard.
Come on,
I can't put that out. Chop that off. Edit it up, man. I mean, we could go from a 2 CD set to a 1 CD set on this if we chop half of that shit out. That's what I don't like about a live album. So I'll agree with you in partial.
That is half the reason why I hate live albums. But like I said, I'd also like to, like I said, give me the studio album first that got people there in the beginning, and then I'll listen to the live album. It's more of like, that's like nerd level 2 level type things. Like,
I want to hear the originals.
Because where were we on? How did we get on live albums?
We were talking about writing.
right.
And recording and listening.
Oh yeah. And so that's
how you lose 40%.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I've gone to a couple jam. I think only one. Because that's where I'm also coming from. I've been to a couple concerts, and yeah, dude, the concerts aren't always exactly the same as the studio album. And shouts out one of my favorite jam bands. I want to say, fucking J. Roddy Walston in the Business. Dude, they won fucking, I think, South Appalachian rock band. Fucking hard as hell, dude. Fucking check them out. I really love them because they do clubs. They don't do like arenas and shit. They're a little smaller, so they're in smaller venues. And so, dude, maybe that's my thing. I'm like, oh shit, dude, I gotta be like right there. Like, they're that far away, dude. But yeah, man, fucking changed a couple of their songs from being a 3-5 minute song to like an 8-10 minute song because they're doing some experimental shit on stage. And I'm like, that's cool, but I like it here because I'm here to hear that. That's cool. That's really cool. And if I hear it on a CD, it's like, well, I guess I could have just listened to the CD. Why'd I go to a fucking concert?
Right.
And so that's how it kind of feels with the comedy shows, I guess, with the loss of being at the show. Cause
that makes sense.
Cause then there's the sometimes
ways to get to that.
Yay! I'm sorry. It's the weed, dude. And we take.
No, it was a good explainer. No, I'm just saying we did a good job getting there. Some would say we mansplained it, but I just say we wheedled it.
Yeah. It was a back and forth. You were like,
absolutely. We got a good side conversation out of it.
Yeah, because like, yeah, dude, that there have been shows that I record where I did a set that like I said, I want it to be funny to me before I go on stage and say it to them. Because
you're mainly audio, right?
Yeah. And so, like, I'll go on, do my shindig, and then listen back to it. I'm like, to me, it wasn't as funny now, but the crowd fucking loved it. And I'm like, shit, dude, is that just because I'm not in the crowd now? I'm not in the crowd, so I can't get it now?
What percentage, because this is a good lead-in to my next question, is what percentage of your shows from this year do you think you've listened to? Just this year.
I have recorded maybe 50% of every one of my sets since I've started. And I've listened to maybe 3.
All time?
Yeah.
Oh, I asked for just this past year. You gave me all time. That's a pretty low number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My bad. Like 7.
Watch 7.
Listen to 7.
Or listen to 7.
Listen to 7. It's within 10. Under 10 I've listened to.
My lifetime in comedy, which isn't very long, would be probably under 10, but I've watched more this year than I have any other year. I really want to make a conscious effort to go back and listen to a lot of the earlier stuff, just so I can see what was funny and see if with the skills I've got now can improve those jokes and make them more useful.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that I haven't gone back to. That's a big goal. I know I've watched, I watched my 20-minute set back. I watched my first 15-minute set. I did watch back. It was a rough watch. Being my first 15-minute set, I started stretching towards the end. There was a crowd work moment that didn't work out as great as I had hoped. So I learned some things, but I probably watched, 5 sets this year, 6. I watched the Brain Jerk, Summit City show. And a lot of those I watched because I used them as submission clips for festivals, Did the Laughter on the Lakeshore Comedy Festival this year. So, I used them. I watched them because I used those clips to submit for things.
Yeah.
So, I guess once you swallow the pill and get over watching yourself, it gets a little easier. You're still in no anticipation to watch it, but you just know it's like, oh fuck, this is one of those things I gotta do.
Cause I was trying to do it. I record a set, plug it into Blender, put 10 different poses, and have it fucking voice sync my set, and then I plop it on YouTube, and then people don't have to see my face on YouTube. Okay, because guys, I'm trying to do a thing, all right? and it was working, man, but it was a little slow. And so I'm like, no, I can't just keep recording when I want to animate. I'm just gonna start recording, and got the numbers, dude. I'm gonna say I have about 325 recordings. I have 332 total. Not all of those are comedy.
Jeez.
So I'm gonna give about 325. And like I said, I've listened to maybe 10. Cause like I said, man, I'd go into to animate them, and I have to listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over again for like 8 hours.
When I'm editing podcasts or TikToks or anything like that, I end up putting my headphones in if Melissa's out here, because she'll just keep looking over at me, and then she'll start repeating me like, I'm sorry, I gotta keep going back to the beginning of this to get the right cut. So yeah, I end up putting headphones on and going that route. But yeah, it gets rough, man.
Fuck, man. Looking back is I should do more. To finish my maybe you have a problem, maybe you're a junkie, maybe I should be doing more, dude. Around this time back in Seattle, I was like, maybe I should do more. I put a calendar up so that I could quickly mark off days that I've gone out. I was keeping track that much.
Jeez. That's what a gym rat would do. Yeah, maybe I need to go to some sort of discipline like that to make sure that I do get it in.
Whoa.
I see what I said.
Any finals, Jacques?
Let's see. Final thoughts.
Also, I'm looking back.
Final thoughts on 2025 in general.
Calendar year of 2025.
It was fun. Learned a lot. Failed at some things. Learned a lot more of the business side of comedy. I feel like this was a pretty big growth year for me, artistically. I'd say personally, but there's a lot. 1 star. Plenty of room for growth. Personally, it's been a rough year. But 2025, it was all right. I mean, ups and downs, like the forklift job, man. Ups and downs. But excited to wrap it up. I'm glad. Let's just say I'm glad it's not lingering any longer.
Bro, for real.
I am ready for this year to be wrapped up and have a fresh look at 2026. I think 2026 has some big things on the horizon for the podcast and for comedy and acting for me.
Dude.
I feel like the past few months of being unplugged have really shown me the paths and traction course that I need to get going in those. So, like I said, that balance of scales, I think, will finally pay off at some point.
Dude, everyone's fucking journey's different, and bro, actually, round it out, to say what Dutch actually said, I feel like it kind of embodies today's episode. What my homeboy Dutch did say, because sometimes machines fail us, and you have to make that failure work. He was subbing in for our, I believe, color theory teacher, and we were doing paint. And he's like, look, you can't erase paint. Make the failure work for you, dude. Make it work for you guys.
There you go. That's like, I always like to say, find the fun in the failure. So there's always, and I bet she's a pretty optimistic dude. Yeah. Listen, optimistic, pessimistic. I'm just glad there's water in the glass. But yeah, the biggest thing I learned this year is, like we like to end every episode, do a thing, say a thing, make a thing, just might change your life.
Guys.
We went 25.
That was, we started a month into 2025. So I'm kind of excited for this.
Our 1 year.
Our 1 year. Should we do a little baby christening?
A baby christening?